And I'm worried that what's actually even happening is that you may have cancer that's lining the outside of the brain. So you can have what's called pachymeningeal disease. That's disease that comes in kind of from the outside and the cerebral spinal fluid, and not so much even like the inside of the brain.
Mm-hmm.
Because your pattern of spread, it kind of looks like that. So a lot of the stuff in the back of the brain has been from the outside in, if you will. And some of these new spots are also like that. Gamma knife can't address that problem because that means there's cancer cells all over the lining.
Right.
So I think that doing a treatment to the whole brain with kind of modern techniques that exclude the memory center of the brain, because you don't have any spots that are in the memory center of the brain right now, I think is what I would recommend. Now, do you guys have an appointment with MD Anderson? Because I don't want to throw a wrench in that plan.
We're still waiting to hear from
Yeah,
them.
we're still waiting on that.
So-
And Levy said it'd probably be 2 weeks
Could be as
away.
long as 2 weeks, yeah.
So I guess what I would say is my recommendation probably would be to go ahead and plan to do the hippocampal avoiding whole brain for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, I think that's what you actually need right now, because we want to control the brain disease. And number 2, I think if we do that, you're more likely to potentially be a candidate for a trial, because they would say that your disease in the brain has been treated.
Oh, okay.
And then maybe there's an agent that's available.
Can you
now-
get us a trial real fast? Because we don't have one.
No, because I mean, the trial is for drugs, so it's for
He
MD
wants to do
Anderson.
your treatment that he's talking about now
Oh,
first.
first, I got you.
Yes. The downside is that there's side effects to whole brain, but I think in your case, I'd say that the downside of not treating is probably higher than the downside of treating.
Yeah.
So it's not,
So
you know.
what are the downsides?
So the main side effect of whole brain, even when you do hippocampal avoiding whole brain, is that down the road, typically 4 to 6 months down the road, you can have some memory problems and things that come up. There's short-term stuff like hair loss, a little bit of fatigue. That's usually not the big problem. The big
She's
problem is the
been through
long-term.
all that.
Yeah.
I know I've been through all
Yeah,
that.
the big thing is that memory issue. And it's better when you do hippocampal avoiding whole brain, but it's not as good as if you do, focused treatment like gamma knife. That's why we haven't really wanted to reach for
Right.
that until now, I would say.
Right.
But on the other hand, I think that without treatment, or even with trying to do more gamma knife right now, if I had to make an educated guess, I would say your memory would be actually worse without it, just because progressive cancer in the brain is also going to make you not feel good and have effects. If we can get a handle on it too, we can also hopefully get you off the steroids. Right now, I'm going to kind of see how that's going to go.
Yeah.
You can keep doing the taper for now since you're doing okay on it, but I'm worried that without controlling some of these new spots and some of these growing spots, you're gonna need steroids at minimum for long. So that's kind of my take on it, but you don't have to make a decision today if you don't want to. I would say do both, do the whole brain, see what trial options are available.
Okay.
And I think in some ways the two actually may be complementary.
So the whole brain, would it do something to address the new tumors?
Yes, it would treat all of it. That's kind of the benefit, is that you can't miss.
Okay.
If you do
Well,
whole brain,
yeah.
you really can't miss. And I'm worried that what I would do if I were to do focus treatment is I would miss the lining of the
Right.
brain. That's microscopic.
And
I
that's
think
what
they're
seems
microscopic
to be
cells.
happening, is
That's
in the
what seems to be
lining.
happening biologically to me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it keeps recurring. That's why, we treat one little spot back here, a new spot pops up.
Mhm.
Dr. Gainer removes it, another spot pops up. So I think.
She just can't keep going through that.
Yeah, I know, and I don't think that's why I think that I probably, if you said we're not doing whole brain, I probably wouldn't do gamma knife right now, because I'm worried that it's not gonna be of much help, to be honest with you currently. I would say unless we do have a great systemic agent, it's probably our one option currently for treatment.
Okay. So it sounds like the thing is gamma knife, and so we wait for that for tomorrow, right?
No.
Oh,
What he's suggesting is we have some time to make the decision whether you wanna do the whole brain radiation. But as far as I'm concerned, we should do it.
I agree with what
So that means we should go ahead and do it.
recommends.
Yeah,
That's probably what I would recommend.
unless
I'd
you wanna
recommend-
wait and think about it some more.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's just go ahead and do it.
okay.
I don't wanna think about it anymore, I'm
Yeah.
afraid to think about it too much.
I would say let's get on the schedule, you guys will have a little time, cause there's a planning day I need to do, so we'll have to get you back in, do a CAT scan. You don't need an MRI again, I can use this MRI for the planning. We'll do a quick CAT scan, it'll be in a mask like the Gamma Knife, but the mask is a little bit more forgiving. It's not as tight as the Gamma Knife mask. And then whole brain's a little bit different, the treatments every day are very quick. They only take about 15 to 20 minutes a day.
Oh, okay.
But there's 10 of them, 10
Oh,
treatments once a day,
okay.
Monday through Friday, so it's
Still
Monday
not
through,
bad.
10 of them, Monday through Friday.
10 Monday through
Okay.
Friday. And it takes me usually about a week to make the plan in the computer, so we're not gonna actually start for another week and a half or so
Yeah.
probably, so you'll
Well,
have a
that
little time
sounds
to think
good,
about it.
because she's looking forward to her daughter's,
Yeah, I
Bridal
wanna get ready
shower.
for it.
that's the 19th of this month.
Okay, good, yeah, so we'll be starting after
Yeah.
that probably, so that's totally fine by me. Do you guys want these pictures, by the way?
Yes.
again?
Yeah.
I'll give these to you.
Put those in the first.
Alright, so this is the permission form, this is when we do
Oh, yeah.
radiation, so this is for hippocampal avoiding whole brain.
Okay.
I've gotta get my other papers on the way out.
So we talked about kind of what to expect short-term during treatment. You should feel the same every day, day to day. Rarely people can get a little bit of headache towards the end of radiation.
Right.
It's not actually that common, but sometimes people get a little bit of nausea, queasiness with the treatment. If that happens, take Zofran, the nausea medicine,
Yeah,
1
we-
hour
we-
before.
Yeah.
Plenty of that.
Yeah,
do,
usually
okay.
by this point people do. Otherwise, you may get a little bit of hair loss and thinning towards the end. It kind of can be patchy when we do hippocampal avoiding. It's a little bit more targeted, so it's not really completely the whole head sometimes. And you'll feel a little tired at the end. That can last for a week or two after, should get back to normal. And then what we usually do is we want to check a new MRI.
Yeah.
Usually I check that about 3 months after you finish the whole brain radiation, but especially if you're going to MD Anderson on a trial, they'll probably check one earlier just to
Yeah, I
make
do
sure things are
earlier.
moving, yeah.
I rather earlier than later. I get female, I don't know what the word is, but I get female if it's too late. Yeah.
Any questions about this?
No.
Have you sign your name up there that says that plan to do that radiation? Just gonna take a listen to your heart and lungs while you do this. Yeah, today's the 10th and it's about 2:25.
Okay. My writing's not great.
Yep, that's it. Alright, so I'll reach out to Dr. Levy, I'll let him know that what our plan is.
Jackie had actually mentioned
And
this
to
as a
Gainer too,
possibility.
do you, coordinate with him too?
No, not for this.
Oh,
So
okay.
for Dr. Gainer, we coordinate the Gamma Knife typically, but whole brain, no. I talked to Dr. Gainer about this actually before your surgery. I said, I looked at your MRI, I said, yeah, go ahead and do the surgery, cause that one's the one with swelling, but I think given the number of spots there are, we're gonna have to probably offer you whole brain radiation.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay?
he's really done a good job with all of my
Yeah,
surgeries.
no, I think so. I mean, it's always a tough thing, but, let me, step out. I'm going to, find us a spot for the mapping session, for the quick scan. They'll make a mask again, it'll be a little different, like I said. than
Oh,
the
okay,
Gamma
they'll
Knife,
make it
but-
right here.
Yep, on the day of the CAT scan, they'll make the mask. And then it's gonna be another week or so after that before
Oh,
we
okay,
start.
so not now. Not now.
Not today, I don't think they had you scheduled
Now-
for today, I
now
wanted to
it's-
talk to you first, yeah.